All right, here we go. 6-4. Just set it up here and I'll get it. 6-4. Because Riley hasn't handed him down.
You're gonna blame that on me?
Okay, here we go. 6-4. All right. So, word problems. You need to set up a system to solve these. Remember, a system has at least two. In our case, these are two equations in order to solve these. Okay, so here we go. Number one. You have $6,000 to invest into two stock funds. The first pays 5% annual interest, the second pays 9%. If after a year you made $380 in interest, how much money did you invest in each account? Okay, what are the things we're talking about? Money, and how many accounts?
Two.
Two accounts, okay, and interest, exactly. So we have two accounts, what should we name them? A and B, love it. So I have account A and account B. Okay, there we go. And how much money is an account A and B together? How much money do I have to put in? 6,000. Okay. Now, account A can earn that 5% interest. How do I write 5% as a decimal? 0.05, good, times A. Now we're just talking about interest, and B can make 9%, so 0.09 B equals how much interest did that make? 380, yep. So this is total money, this is interest, okay? Now we've set up a system of equations. You can decide if you want to use substitution or if you want elimination. I think with the decimals, the way they look, I think it'd be easier to kick that B over to the other side and just use substitution. Because wouldn't you agree that A equals 6,000 minus B? Does everyone understand where I'm getting that from? If I minus this B over to this side? We're using substitution and elimination. In word problems. Everyone always asks me, where are we going to use substitution and elimination? Here's some examples. We're doing it right now. Okay. 0.05 parenthesis instead of A, I'm going to substitute it in. 6,000 minus B plus that 0.09 B equals that 380. Distribute that 0.05 to both. If you don't have a calculator, you're going to need one. Grab one. 0.05 times 6,000 is 300 minus the 0.05 B plus the 0.09 B equals that 380. That says 380 there, even though it's ugly.
Wrote more when I looked up for 1 second.
It's okay, you'll catch up. What's negative 0.05 plus a positive 0.09? 0.04. What's 380 minus 300? 80. So if I wanted to get this B by itself, I need to divide by 0.04. Yep. What is 80 divided by 0.04? Get your calculators out.
I'm just trying to write all this down.
2,000.
2,000. Okay, so B is that 9%, remember? So I'm putting $2,000 into the 9%. So how much does that leave for my 5%?
4,000.
Good. So I'm gonna need to write $4,000 in 5%, $2,000 in 9%. You need to tell me which account has what. You need the labels, the dollar signs, because it is a word problem.
Why wouldn't you put all your money in the 9% one?
I'm guessing they had a cap of you couldn't put as much in there.
Oh, so
yeah.
like you could only put
2,000.
in that one.
That's what I'm guessing. Because otherwise, why wouldn't you put it all in the
I was gonna
9%?
say, you make way more money back.
Exactly.
I think they should do all three.
We're gonna do probably the whole front side. Okay, okay, let's take a look at number 2. During a sale at a local department store, you buy 3 sweatshirts. So we're gonna call that 3 what?
3S.
3S, good. And 2 pairs of sweatpants, so 2 what? 2P for pants, good. And that cost me $85.50. Okay, pretty straightforward there, right? You should be able to do that one on your own. Okay, now you read the next sentence. It says later you return to the same store and buy 3 more sweatshirts, so 3S. And how many more sweatpants? 4 more pants, and then you spent $123. Okay. Should be able to come up with those 2. Now, if you're looking at them, you say, what is it set up really nicely for? Elimination, yep. The only thing I need to do is take it times a what? -1. I'm gonna do the top times -1. And then I'm gonna write it right underneath. So I have a -3S minus 2P equals that -85.50. Then I'm gonna add down, because remember, squiggle that out. S's are gone. What's 4P minus 2P? 2P, good. What's 123 minus 85.50? Anyone?
37.5.
37.50. So if I wanted to get P by itself, I need to what? Divide by 2. So P is 18.75. First pair of sweatpants. Now, how do I find how much sweatshirts cost? Yeah, you plug it back in. I'm gonna plug it back into one of my original that I kind of squiggled out. If I put that P in there, I would have 3S plus 2 times 1875. Well, 2 times 1875 was
37.5.
37.50, good.
I suppose I had the answer. I didn't put it in the calculator.
But it's okay if you did, right? Okay, so now I gotta subtract that 37.50 over. 37.50. What's 85.50 minus 37.50?
48.
48. Divide that by 3. S is 16. Okay, I don't want your answers like that because those don't have labels. So you need to tell me sweatpants are that 18.75.
We can finish right now.
Yep, I'll move it over again. 18.75. Sweatshirts were 16. So, yeah, it's kind of a lot. You can see it all, right?
16.
$16. Yep,
I wanna go to that store.
right, that's a pretty good deal for sweatpants and sweatshirts.
Why are sweatpants more than sweatshirts? Usually sweatshirts are more.
Not always.
For some math, we're walking to a store and buy 43 watermelons.
But really, not always. Sweatpants are sometimes more expensive.
Very true. Depends on the brand.
Yep. Okay, let's try that next one. Okay, number 3, it says the sum of 2 numbers is 27. Do I know what those 2 numbers are? No, what should I call them? A and B. Sure, A plus B is 27. Okay. The larger number, we're gonna say A is larger. 3, recording it. 3 more than the smaller. 3 plus the smaller, what's the smaller one? B, so B plus 3. when we get done with this, I'll answer your question to this. I guarantee someone will have it. This is set up really nice for substitution. Plug it on in. Instead of A, I'm gonna put B plus 3. Right, you could go ahead and combine them right away. So I got 2B plus 3 equals that 27. Subtract that 3 over. What's B? 12, right? Because you divided by 2, which is 12. And the other one is 3 more than that, which is 15. So the two numbers are 12 and 15. Is there really a label on this one?
I just.
No.
I took
Okay,
3 away
so-
from the total and divided by 2.
Right.
Adding the 3 to 1.
Okay, so someone always asks me, do I need to set up a system here? If I can get to the answer, do I need to set up a system? I say no. If you can get to the answer, I don't care. Does that make sense? Not photo math. If you can show me how you got to the answer, that is
Photo math
fine.
shows me.
Don't use photo math. Number 4. Number 4. A plane at 520 feet is ascending at a rate of 40 feet per minute. So it's starting at 520, right? Ascending, what does that mean?
Oh,
Going up, so we're adding 40 feet per minute, so 40 what?
E.
Sure, M per minute, sure. While another plane, so now we're talking about another plane, so I'm gonna make another equation. I haven't even finished that one, but that's okay. Another plane is at 3,800 feet and descending. So what are we doing there? Minusing, yeah, good. 120 feet per minute. How long will it take for the two planes to be at the same altitude? So they want to be at the same altitude. So they both have to equal A. You could do this either way. Do you want to do it substitution or do you want to do elimination?
Substitution.
Substitution's pretty easy. Yeah, this is A. I'm gonna replace that with that A. So I have that 520 plus the 40M equals that 3,800 minus that 120M. Now I gotta just move everything from one side to the other. I'm gonna add that 120M. And I'm gonna subtract that 520, all in the same step, because I think you guys can handle it at this point. 40 plus 120 is what? 160M. What's 3,800 minus that 520? Anybody? 3,800 minus that 520. Good. Divide by that 160. What's M? $20.5. So what does that mean? In the word problem, what does that mean? What's M mean? Minutes. So at 20 and a half minutes. They will meet, right? Now, if you wanted to get fancy, could you say 20 minutes and 30 seconds? Would that be the same as 20 and a half? Okay, next one, number 5. Perimeter of a rectangle. If it says something about a rectangle, what do you think I need to draw? A rectangle. We like these ones, yeah. Perimeter means what? Just it's all the way around. Yep, add all our sides. Okay. When you add all the sides, it's 24. Its length is 3 times the width. Well, do I know the width? No, what should we call it? W, sure, for width, good. Our length is 3 times that, so it's gonna be 3W, yep. If that side's 3W, this side's 3W. If this side's W, what's this side? W. Perimeter was all the way around. So if I add all those sides up, what do I get? What's a 3 plus another 1 plus another 3 plus another 1? So I got 8W equals what? 24.
3.
So W is 3, good. And what would the length be then?
9.
Okay, so we guys said width is 3 inches. Don't forget your label. And length, 9 inches. Now, as you saw, I didn't technically set up a system there, did I? But that's okay. I got to where I needed to be. Let's try 6. You're getting ready to move and you've asked some friends to help. For lunch, you're buying the sandwiches at the local deli for $30. You bought 6 tuna sandwich. Yeah. 6 tuna sandwiches, so 6T. Plus, how many turkey sandwiches? 6 turkey. What should we use for turkey? What letter? We can't use T again because we already used T for tuna. U for turkey? Sure, we'll do U. And that cost me how much? 30. Okay. Later, that apparently wasn't enough for them to eat. They got hungry again. 12 sandwiches for $30. Not too bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay, later they were hungry and they said we bought 4 tuna. So 4T plus how many turkeys? So 8U. And then I spent $30.60. If people were moving my stuff, I'd be willing to spend that $60.60 for that day. Right?
Yeah,
That's
but
not
he has
bad.
to help.
Well, yeah, but that's okay. At least you're not doing it by yourself.
That's true.
That
You can
doesn't
hire
make
a moving company for.
What do you want to do? Substitution, elimination? This one's set up pretty good for what? Elimination, I see. How can I make this one into something? Make it into a 24, so multiply this one by 4 and this one by -6. Good job with the negatives. Okay, so that's 24T plus 24U equals 120. And then -24T minus 48U. And then whatever -6 times that 36 we use. 183.6. Don't forget that's a negative. Now we can add down, our T's are gone. What's 24 minus 48U? A -24U, good. What is 120 minus that 183.60? -63.6, good. Divide by? Yeah, -24. So we're gonna get U equals 2.65. Does that make sense? Can that sandwich cost $2.65? Yeah, that's logical. I want you to always think of these questions like, is that a logical answer? Yes or no? Okay, so my turkey sandwiches, so I'm gonna put turkey, is $2.65. Okay, still need to figure out how much tuna costs. Okay, so a lot of this can be done straight in your calculator. So you know 265 for a turkey. So I have to take 265 times what?
6.
6. So do that in your calculator. So 265 times 6, that's 1590. What am I going to do that with the 30? Minus that from the 30. And then divide it by what? 6, because I put it in the top one. If I put it in the bottom one, then yes. So divide that by 6. What'd you get? 235. Now, if you want to go ahead and show all the work for that, that's more than welcome to, but you are welcome to use your calculator for that. 7's not hard. Yeah, it's not very much. There's not much room. But you don't need, there's not much to write. So you have this basic cable plan that costs, you have a cable plan that costs $39 a month for the basic plan plus a movie channel. Okay, so what do we got? We got the basic plus what? One movie channel. And how much did that cost that person? 39 bucks. Okay, now your friend has that same basic plan. So what should we use for that? B. But your friend also has how many movie channels?
2.
2 movie channels. And how much do they pay? $45.50.
Wait, so it's $6.50 for a movie channel. And the
Okay,
base would be
what do you see here? What do you want to use? I would use elimination. I would change all of these signs here. Take it times a -1 or just change them all to negatives. Add down. These are gone. What's 2m minus an m? 1m, good. And then what's that 45.50 minus the 39? 650, I think, right? So yes, Riley was right. So the movie channel will cost $6.50, but what is the question asking? The basic plan. Okay, so how do I find out what the basic plan is? I know how much the movie channel is. Yeah, so we gotta take that 39 minus that 650. So we got what?
32.5.
Don't forget your $sign because that's your label. $32.50 for your basic cable. That's pretty good. I would pay 30 bucks a month for basic cable. Okay, backside, let's take a look at a few. We're gonna skip around. Number 8's a very typical question that you're gonna see that I hope you can be able to solve, okay? It says you're at an all-you-can-eat barbecue fundraiser. You're sponsoring adults pay $6 and children pay $4. 212 people attend and you raise $1,128.
For answering questions like this in 5th grade.
Yep, probably. Okay, you're probably not setting them up like this though.
I didn't know how to do them on the NTA, so I just clicked.
Okay, so here you go. Now you'll know. All right. What type of, so let's talk about money first. How much does it cost for an adult to come in?
6.
So 6 times the adult. So we got 6A. Plus, how much does it cost for a child? 4C. So this is money, keep with money. How much money did they make?
12.80.
1128, yeah. Now, just talk about people. What are the 2 types of people coming in?
Oh,
Adults and children, and how many total did they have? 212. There's our 2 things. Now we've set it up. Now you can use substitution or elimination. I'm not gonna finish that part for you. Okay, you can use substitution really well. You can kick over that C, or you can multiply it times a -6 or -4 and use elimination. Okay, let's try 11. I'm not finishing that one, so you gotta go back and finish it. Number 11. Rob has 40 coins that are all dimes and quarters worth $7.60. How many dimes and how many quarters does he have? Okay. Let's just talk about the coins first. What are the 2 types of coins he has? Dimes and quarters. So we're gonna put D plus Q. How many coins does he have? 40. Now let's talk about money. How much is a dime worth? 10 cents. So we're gonna go 10D plus how much is a quarter worth? 25Q equals how many cents? 760. Good. Do you see how I dropped the decimal here? Instead of point 10, I did set 10. Okay, so drop the decimal there. Now again, that's set up really nicely. You can do a substitution or elimination. Okay. I'm not gonna finish that one. Let's go down to 15. Make sure I can set that one up correctly and then I'll let you be. A collection of nickels and quarters is worth $2.85. There are 3 more nickels than quarters. How many nickels and quarters are there? Okay, so the first thing it talks about is the money, right? So how much is the nickel worth? 5 cents. So we're gonna go 5N plus. We also have quarters. How much is the quarter worth? 25Q equals how much money? 285. Good job dropping the decimal. Okay, now it says there are 3 more nickels than quarters. So is there more nickels or is there more quarters?
More nickel.
More nickels, so we're gonna say nickels equals. Okay. Quarters plus how many? 3. Okay, that one always used to confuse me. I used to get my variables in there the wrong way. Whichever one's bigger, you say that equals, and then you go from there. This one's set up really nice for what?
Substitution.
Substitution. Okay, you can do the rest.